Hey guys, hope you're all doing good. Today we are going to summarize the new novel Untouchables written by Malk Raj Anand. Let's get started. This book is written by Malk Raj Anand in the year 1935. In this book, he explains about the life of untouchables. This book is about the one-day life of a young man named Baka who is untouchable. The problems faced by him due to the difference of community is well stated in this book. Now let's see the main character of the novel, Baka. He is the central character of the novel and is a young man 18 years old. He works as a sweeper. Charat Singh. He is a famous hockey player and a hero of Baka. Baka works in his house and he gives Baka a hockey stick. Sohini, she is the sister of Baka and is beautiful. She is sexually assaulted by Pandit. Laka, a father of Baka who is lazy and abusive. He is the Jamadar of sweepers. Pandit Kalinath. He is the priest of the temple in Bulasha. He sexually assaults Sohini. Mahatma Gandhi. He is the leader of India's independence movement. He asks people to follow non-violence. Now let's look into the summary. Baka, a son of Laka, lives in the outcast colony along with his father, a sister and a brother. Baka's work is to clean the latrines and Baka has much interest on Englishmen since he worked as a sweeper in barracks. He follows their dresses and their behavior too. Baka doesn't like his son's interest and always scolds him. Laka shouts at Baka to wake up from the sleep and to do his morning routine, but he didn't wake up. Charat Singh, a famous hockey player, comes and yells at Baka for not cleaning the latrines. Baka apologizes and cleans the latrine very neatly. Charat Singh is astonished by his cleanliness because he thought that Untouchable would be dirty. He promises Baka that he would gift him a hockey stick. After completing his morning works, he goes back home. There is no water in his home, so his sister Sohini goes to well to fill it. When she reaches the well, she sees the outcasts were there without drawing the water. They are not allowed to draw water from the well. If they did so, the high caste would consider that they polluted the water in the well. So, they should plead to high caste and beg to them for drawing the water. Sohini was also waiting along with other outcasts. Gulabo, a washerwoman, being jealous of Sohini, fights with her and bullies her. Waziro, a weaver's wife, helps Sohini when Gulabo was about to beat her. A sepoy walks there but didn't help the outcast. Next, Pandit Kalinath, the priest of town temple, arrives there. He helps to draw the water and he pours to Sohini's picture. This made everyone angry as they were waiting for a long time. He asks Sohini to clean the temple in the day and she agrees and leaves to home. Laka yells at Sohini for being too late and acts as he is ill. He asks Baka to do his duty too. Baka leaves home after drawing the tree that his sister made. On the way to the town, he meets his brother and his friends. They tease Baka and after that he goes to the town. He buys some cigarettes and walks along the road. Baka bought some candy too and walks eating them. He starts looking the signboard. The high caste men accidentally run into Baka. But he shouts that Baka had bumped into him and a group of people gathers around them. The high caste man accuses and insults Baka. Baka was standing still and he was quiet. The merchant arrives there with a horse and scatters everyone. The high caste man and the Baka were standing there. The high caste man slaps Baka. The tear rolls down his cheeks. The merchant consoles Baka but he hurries there. He walks with numerous thoughts. Baka reaches the temple and starts to work there. He can hear the song played at the temple. He sweeps the garbage and listens to the song. At the middle, he hears the sound of polluted. Baka is scared, but this time he is not the one who polluted, it's his sister Sohini. Pandit Kalinath was accusing Sohini and every worshipper arrives there. Sohini says to Baka that Pandit touched her and Baka gets angry. He searches for the Pandit but he was not there. Sohini cools Baka and they both were walking home. Baka tells Sohini to go to home and he goes for asking food to upper caste. Baka goes to every house and asks for food, but none gave him. He feels tired and sleeps on the house doorstep. Suddenly, a sadhu comes there and shouts at Baka. His wife yells at Baka that he dirtied their house. Baka apologizes and pleads for food, but she ignored him. Another woman gave him a chapati. The other woman comes and gives Sadhu the food, but asks Baka to sweep in front of her house and then she can offer. When he finished everything, she threw the bread towards him, which fell on the ground. Being disgusted, he still picks it and moves away. Zohini and Laka are only in the house, and his brother went to get some food from English barracks. Laka noticed the strange behavior of Baka and asks him what happened. And Baka, after a huge hesitation, he tells everything. Laka can understand the feeling of his son from his speech. But he tells his son how a high caste doctor saved his life when he was young. Laka returns with the food and they all start to eat. Baka is annoyed by his dirty look and scolds him, but his father supports him. When Baka took the piece of bread, he can feel its wetness, and his mind is with the thought that Sipai would wash his hands on meals after eating. This made him to feel disgusted and got up. Baka asks him and he tells that he remembers the wedding of Ramcharan's sister and is going there to eat. Baka walks to the wedding house but feels uneasy and stands little far. His friend Chota meets him and he calls Ramcharan. They three go to the hills. Baka sleeps a while. His friends woke him up and gave a sugar palms. Baka asks them to throw it to him as he doesn't want to touch them. The two friends are different. They always abandon the rules. Three started to drink. Baka tells them about the Pandita. Chota tells about the revenge and Ramcharan doesn't like it. Baka and Chota were talking about the hockey stick that Charat Singh would give. Baka goes to Charat Singh's house and Charat Singh is not seen outside. So he waits for him. Charat Singh, after a nap, comes to veranda and sees Baka there. He asks him to go inside and bring the coal, and also asks Baka to tell the cook to make tea. Baka is astonished and was thinking whether he forgot that Baka is untouchable. He gives coal to Singh and the cook gives tea, and he pours some for Baka. Baka protests, but Singh tells him that he works so hard and can have it. Later, he gives a brand new hockey stick which might be used only once by him. Baka is joyous and thanked him. He goes to the place where his friends play. Chota tells him that he didn't tell his friends that Baka is untouchable. Baka was a superior player and all were playing good. The opposing goalkeeper hits Baka's leg and so Chota says his team to throw stones. By the end, the little boy falls down and was injured. Baka carries him to his house suddenly. The mother of the little boy scolds Baka for touching her son and he was so sad that he only helped but still he was being held. Baka walked alone with his hockey stick. Laka was scolding Baka that Sipais was shouting for not cleaning the latrine. Laka was shouting that Baka was missing the whole noon and was irresponsible. He yells at him and tells him to get out of the house. Baka walks towards the railway station and he hears that Mahatma Gandhi is coming to give the speech. Baka stays there. Everyone was shouting, Mahatma, Mahatma, and the Mahatma Gandhi arrives there. And he says that there are no untouchables and everyone can attend the meeting. But still, Baka feels restless and climbs up the tree for viewing Mahatma. Mahatma blesses everyone and speaks about his prison life and says that now Indian government would be released by British. Untouchability is the greatest mark of Hinduism. He also says people should follow non-violence and Baka is excited to hear his speech, but feels that his words won't be followed. Still, he feels happy to hear it. Two men were arguing about Mahatma's words. Baka was listening to their argument. The lawyer says that Gandhi's words are not acceptable and are childish. The poet says that if people started to use the flushing toilet, then there would be no use of untouchables. Baka, hearing these words, decided to walk home and want to tell his father about Mahatma and the poet verse. He returns home. Hey guys, hope you liked this summary. Thank you for watching this video. If you loved it, please subscribe to my channel Novels Love and do share it with your friends. Stay safe. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.